Hello everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us today on our Instagram Live with the Alliance Financial Opportunity Center. My name is Kelly Olivo and I'm an AmeriCorps VISTA with the Alliance. VISTA stands for Volunteer in Service to America, and I'm currently serving at the Alliance, a nonprofit in Houston, Texas. The Alliance mission is to create opportunities for all refugees, immigrants, and underserved residents. Today we will be discussing the Alliance Center for Literacy and Advancement, which provides services like instructional training for employment, English as a second language instruction, and youth mentoring programs. We will be meeting with Wesley Givan, our senior financial coach with the Alliance Financial Opportunity Center. We have a series of prepared questions for Wesley, but if you have any questions at all, go ahead and please write them in the chat box below. And towards the end of our discussion, we'll read the audience questions. So right now, we're just going to give Wesley Givan, our senior financial coach with the FOC, a couple of minutes to get online and join us. But again, for those of you who are just joining us, my name is Kelly Olivo. I'm an AmeriCorps VISTA, a volunteer in service to America, serving at the Alliance. So today we'll just be discussing the FOC, some of the different financial products that we have to offer, services, and different programs at the Alliance. Just giving our senior financial coach a couple of minutes to join us and get online. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the Alliance and the work that we do, we are a nonprofit organization located in Houston, Texas. We have a series of different programs and services aimed at creating opportunities for everyone, refugees, immigrants, underserved residents here in the local Houston community. If you're interested about our services and programs, please look us up at our website at www.thealliancetx.org. Again, that's www.thealliancetx.org. Thank you. All right, let's see. Hi, everyone. All right, just giving Wesley Givan, our senior financial coach, a couple of minutes to join us online. Again, we have a series of prepared questions for Wesley, but if you guys have any questions about our Financial Opportunity Center, the Alliance, the work that we do, please go ahead and write them in the chat box. And when we get towards the end of our discussion with our financial coach, we'll answer your questions later. All right, and it looks like joining us right on. Just give us one moment, please. Hi, Wesley.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm good.
Awesome. So to start, Wesley, can you please just introduce yourself and your role with the Alliance?
Yes, my name is Wesley Givan. I'm the senior financial coach at the Alliance. So my role is the primary financial coach in the Financial Opportunity Center. I also help train our other financial coaches, as well as do the processing of the financial products at the Alliance.
Awesome. It's interesting. And can you tell us a little bit more about the Alliance Center for Literacy and Advancement and the Financial Opportunity Center?
Yeah, so the Alliance Center for Literacy and Advancement is the big center that the Financial Opportunity Center is under. So their goal is, basic education, occupational trainings, youth engagement, financial literacy. So at the Financial Opportunity Center, we focus on the occupational training and the financial literacy components of this. So the Financial Opportunity Center has a bundled services approach, which means we believe that, financial stability is, based on career stability as well, having career goals. And so we have vocational training to improve skills, as well as career coaching. We provide job leads, and we have one-on-one financial coaching, credit counseling, and financial products for financial stability.
Okay, all right. So just to make sure I'm capturing that correctly, the Center for Literacy and Advancement hosts more holistic programs such as youth mentoring, educational instruction, and then the FOC, which is part of the center, goes more into depth for financial literacy, job readiness, and a host of other in vocational training. Okay, awesome.
And we do partner with some of the other departments in the Center for Literacy and Advancement as well. With our adult education, there's a contextualized bridge component for our vocational trainings. So a lot of times there's English as a second language classes built into the vocational trainings as well.
I see. And can you talk a little bit more about how the Financial Opportunity Center operates? You talked a little bit about the bundling services. Can you elaborate on those services and products that you guys offer?
Yeah. So a lot of the clients come to us for different reasons. We're client-centered, so the whole coaching model is based on whatever the client's goal is. Mm-hmm. So I mentioned we have vocational trainings, we have just any kind of job placement, we have financial coaching, financial products. We also help with financial assistance and public benefits as well. So we have clients that may come from primarily for any of these individual things, but we connect them with the other coach. With the other coaches, we look at the holistic approach of the client. So, for example, if someone came to us because they wanted to do a commercial driver's license training, we would invite them to come now. And during COVID, we'd adapted everything virtually. So we would invite them to come to our virtual financial literacy workshop and our information session so they understand what our program is about. Then we will send them an intake application. It takes about 45 minutes, and they will sign some consent forms as well as submit their income verification documents. And part of that intake is a budget and a balance sheet, right? And then so we'll follow up with them for a financial coaching session to discuss what their financial goals are, as well as a career coach to discuss their career goals.
Okay.
And we work with our clients, we work with our clients for as long as 5 years. So we may have a client that started, this is a real example, that did a commercial driver's license course years ago. They finished it, they got a job, and they were working, and then later they came back and got a small business administration microloan from us to buy a truck. So now they have their own small business. So that's kind of how it's developed, this long-term career financial.
That's fantastic. For our next question, you kind of touched it a little bit, but is the FOC accepting new clients, and then what are the requirements for enrollment, and how do interested clients apply? You touched a little bit about the financial literacy workshop in the intake form, but yeah, are you guys accepting new clients?
Absolutely, we are encouraging new clients. As far as requirements, there are specific requirements for specific things. So like if you wanted to do a financial product, of course you will need to currently have income, right? And then there's some specific requirements for specific trainings, but generally there are no requirements as long as you have a goal that you want to achieve, and as long as you can commit to the coaching model. And I don't know if I touched on the coaching model, but we ask a lot of questions, and we have the client come up with their goals and have the client achieve their goals. So as long as they can commit to a long-term relationship with the Alliance and following up to get updates and give updates, and of course we'll pass along any information that we have, any updates that we have. Then they would be a good fit for the program.
Awesome. So my next question focused more on the kinds of support that that you guys build for clients, but from what I'm hearing is that it's very client-based, that the client really gets to decide what they want to work on and how that's approached. Can you elaborate a little bit more onto the coaching model as the kind of questions that you ask to help the client figure out the kind of goals that they want to lay out for themselves?
Well, you want to meet the client where they are, right? Some clients, you could just ask them, what are your financial goals? But a lot of our clients, they are not even familiar with that phrase. But we use what's called SMART goals in our coaching. So it's an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So, we ask questions to get their clients to think in their goals that way. So, for example, I want to get a good job so I can buy a house, right? It's not necessarily a goal until you can come up with, okay, well, how much is the house going to cost? What specific career are you interested in, right? How much does that career pay, right? That's how you figure out if it's realistic, right? So these are the kind of questions that kind of force our clients to do research and actually think critically about what it is they want to achieve. And really, we have the mindset of the client already has the answer when they come in. We're just helping them organize their thoughts.
I see. Okay.
Very much client-led. Like I'll point them in a direction to a resource. Maybe help them if they want to dispute something on their credit. Help navigate them to certain resources, but we don't really do anything for the client outside of our,
you coach them.
trainings, financial products, things like that. Yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic. All right. So our next question, you touched on it a little bit as well. With the COVID-19 pandemic, how has the Financial Opportunity Center operations changed? I know you mentioned that a lot of things have gone virtual. Can you elaborate about that? Is everything virtual? Are we going to stay virtual for the foreseeable future?
For the foreseeable future, we are definitely still trying to avoid seeing clients in person. We have virtual workshops. We have a job readiness workshop is every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. And our career coach, Gwen Holt, holds that workshop. So she provides job readiness leads. And specifically for COVID, her job leads are more of the emergency survival jobs. She is doing research daily to find job leads and connect people with employers because we know this is an emergency situation for our clients. So constant updated job leads, assistance with doing resume. We've adapted all of this virtually. We've also, like I said, been able to adapt our intake process. Our next financial literacy workshop is next Friday. That'll be from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. All of these are done through Zoom. And we've been able to use Zoom for one-on-one coaching sessions as well as using phone as well. We can enroll in financial products virtually. And also we've been able to provide emergency assistance, financial assistance as well during COVID-19 as it becomes available.
Wow, it sounds like you guys have completely adapted the entire program to go virtual. That's awesome. It must have been a lot of work, but that's awesome.
Yeah, we had systems in place that were easily.
Awesome. Okay, so there are a lot of FOCs across the nation. This is not the only financial opportunity center. Our question is, what do you think makes the Alliance FOC unique?
So the main thing about our FOC is we have in-house financial products. So we, because we're an SBA microlender, we have the ability to report to credit bureaus. So we created our own credit building program, and then from that we were able to provide individual development accounts, which are savings accounts with match funds. So we're really the only ones that have the emergency fund, the emergency savings IDA, and the on the road lending IDA. And the emergency savings, you save $500 and you get a match of $500. And while you're saving, we report to the credit bureaus. Once you have achieved your $500 goal, you get a $500 match, which means the Alliance is providing an additional $500. So it's like you're saving $500, you're getting $1,000, and that's available for you in the event of an emergency. The On the Road Lending IDA, that's a in partnership with a nonprofit called On the Road Lending. That's one of our Thrive partners, and they are basically client saves $300. The Alliance will match to complete the down payment on a car loan.
Oh, that's awesome. And these are both financial products that are still open for the public to apply for and enroll. Awesome. Great. All right. So as a financial coach, what kind of change do you see over time in individuals and families who are in the FOC program, if any?
Yeah, so it varies. Sometimes it's in a very short period of time. You'll see a client enroll in a financial product and see an immediate increase in credit score, and that may result in them buying a car, but sometimes you may not see it until years down the road. We've had clients where they came and they were in an emergency situation, affected by Harvey, and were able to find a job and then worked that job for a year and then started building their credit, and then were able to get a raise, and then were able to take another training, and then improve their job as well, a second time, and then we're able to increase their credit, and then open a Roth IRA. So it's like you have incremental change, which we get to watch. And occasionally we have a client who will purchase a house, and it's amazing. A lot of times we work with clients immediately upon being resettled as refugees, and so to see that progression is really cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll have clients who will continue to work with us about at the same level they were, but there's a wide variety of situations.
Yeah. So we're getting towards the end of our talk. We only have about a few questions left. So right now, we know that a lot of families and businesses are struggling financially because of the pandemic. Could you just tell us some resources that the Alliance or the FOC has available for these individuals and families?
For individuals and families. So we have an ongoing list of resources available. Like I said, we do have job leads that are constantly being updated. We've also helped small businesses apply for the Paycheck Protection Program, as well as the economic injury disaster loans through the SBA. As I mentioned, we're an SBA microlender, and we've also been able to connect small businesses with grants. We've had success getting some grants to small businesses, and as I mentioned, it's an ongoing process as far as getting resources. We've also helped clients pay for rent and emergency assistance as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I want to reiterate, it's like the coaching model. It's like a relationship. So as we will meet with a client and talk to them about their goals, and as things become available, we would reach out to them, and so the goal is to maintain contact, so we can update them on resources.
Awesome. That's really great. So just to recap for some of our viewers who just joined, we have COVID-19 resources. We have a COVID-19 resource guide, which can be found on our website. And then the FOC has upcoming events, a job readiness workshop every Wednesday at 1 p.m. And then we have a financial literacy workshop next Friday at 11 a.m.
Yes.
Right. And for our viewers, you can find registration links to both of those at the link in our bio on our Instagram. All right. And Wesley, before we end, is there anything else you want our audience to know about the Alliance Financial Opportunity Center?
For now, I think that you pretty much covered it.
Awesome.
Again, I'd like to reiterate that we are accepting clients now wherever they are. If they could just reach out to us, and we'll reach them wherever they are. Then in the process, whatever their needs are, whatever their goals are.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Wesley, our senior financial coach from the Alliance Financial Opportunity Center, for taking your time to talk to us and explain to us the work that you do. Thank you to all of our viewers for joining and watching our discussion. We really appreciate it. To learn more about the Financial Opportunity Center or our other Alliance services and programs, please visit www.thealliancetx.org. Or if you have any questions, you can email info@thealliancetx.org. All right. Thank you all for joining. You have a great day. Wesley, you have a great day. And thank you so much for joining us. Bye.